Today's adventure begins from Celebration, Florida. I am home. As the recording of this Wednesday, February 19th, 2025. Mini Marge parked over here in front of the church. This has been a relaxing day. It's already about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I am going to go get a piping hot, large, welcome everyone, large, piping hot caffeinated beverage, because in Ecuador, they are teeny and tiny. Here in the US of A, they're gargantuan. Probably not the most healthiest thing, but I'm going to go to Starbucks and get a large coffee. I'm going to hold it in my hand. I'm going to walk around the lakefront, have a little bit of a small walk and talk about how my Ecuador trip was. And then I'm going to go to Publix. I'm going to get some food in the glorified golf cart Mini Marge. I'm going to drive back home, and I'm going to watch the last 4, maybe 5 episodes of Cobra Kai, the ending of that series. Stayed spoiler free, but I'm curious to watch it. I've waited till I got back. They dropped, I think, the last 5 episodes last week or the week before. Do not know how it ends yet. I'm going to finish that series tonight. First two seasons of Cobra Kai, amazing. After that, wasn't as good, but it is definitely still watchable. I'm curious to see how they're going to wrap it up. Just a casual day. Coffee, Publix, some groceries, some Cobra Kai, some Daniel LaRusso, some Johnny Lawrence, and myself. It's good to have you here. I'm inviting you to join me. It's good to be back in the US of A. I will be leaving again, though, soon. How soon? I don't know. More to come with that. See where the day leads. I'm inviting you to join me. Shall you? This tree looks like it was damaged in a windstorm. Since I parked right over there at the church, I'm going to walk up here and show the house that decorates for every single holiday here in Celebration. Not only Christmas and Halloween, the 2 biggies for those that own homes around town or rent apartments or condos, whatnot, to put up their decor, but this house goes the extra mile, and they also decorate for Easter, Valentine's Day, St. Patty's Day, St. Patrick's Day, still a ways off, but they have already got their decor up, their decor, and their decor. I would say out of all the homes in town, and there's a bunch of them that put decorations up, this is the one that is the most festive on the most occasions. I'm not saying that they have the most insane amount of lights and inflatables for each holiday, but they do more holidays than any other home that I can think of. And this is what, just driving by, this is what really drew me in. These kind of vintagey Disney characters. You got Donald there in the forefront, taking the lead with Mickey and Minnie. Speaking of Disney, I really miss the Disney parks, and I'm thinking in the next couple days, I might go to Disney for the next couple days. Just a heads up, spoiler alert. It has been 5 weeks. I think tomorrow will mark 5 weeks since I've been in a Disney park, so I might go. If you see me there tomorrow, you were warned. I do need to get over to Festival of the Arts before it ends. I think Festival of the Arts is almost over, and I haven't been. It started almost 5 weeks ago, and I haven't been to the parks before that, so lucky me, I am back here in Central Florida in Celebration, and I am just a few miles away from all 4 of the Disney parks and the resorts. But yeah, the wheels are already turning for the next international trip. Just saying. Oh yeah, the wheels are turning hard. Speaking of international travel, we're trying to do 1 country a month. I've already done 2? No, I've done 3. Belize in January. And then at the end of January, I went to London, England. And then in February, I went to Ecuador. I will not be going international until I think around the 1st of March. Let's call it the 1st of March, give or take. So I have March locked in for another country. April, I have something locked in for another country. I'm also not really telling anyone where I'm going. Now I will tell the world, the internet, the stratosphere when it comes to anyone with a, internet or Wi-Fi connection is watching these videos. I will share some stuff, what I'm going to be doing stateside, but I really do not want to give away the countries that I'm going to. I kind of want it to be a surprise each month. So I'm really not telling anyone anymore until I get there, except myself. Hopefully I don't let that slip out. But I have March planned. I have another country in April. Another one in May. No, I do not have May yet. May I do not have yet. So I have March and April. I have June and maybe further, but May I do not have. And I bring up the May because, even though I'm not giving away my international stuff, I will be going to Disneyland in Anaheim in May for the kickoff of the 70th anniversary of Disneyland. I've already booked my hotel. Only going to be there a few days, but I will be there for the kickoff. So there's a little nugget of future plans that I want to go. So I have to figure out for May if I'm going to go to a country before or after mid-May. But I got time to think about it. But I'm going to try to use that either country before going to Anaheim or a country after, somewhere where that would be the layover. Like that would be the connecting layover section before coming home or going to said country. Anyway, lots of travel. Told you I was going to travel this year, and I'm not going to disappoint. Well, some are disappointed, but I'm not going to disappoint myself, I promise. Speaking of possibly popping into the Disney parks the next couple days, so today it's 80 degrees. Actually, it might get some rain while I'm out in mini-March. But take a look at the next few days. Look at this. High of 66, low of 48. High of 62, low of 39. The next couple days after this day, that is perfect park weather. If I can throw a hoodie on and walk around the parks with a coffee, enjoying a festival that's about to end, or seeing wonderful things, that's the way to do it. It's almost like it's meant to be. It's almost like it's meant to be. And it's nice when you're back after a couple weeks, in South America, to just stay local, pop over to the parks for a couple days, and then leave again. Grab the spot down here. Traffic's really busy through here at this moment. I'm excited about finishing up Cobra Kai. Again, season 1, absolutely fantastic. Season 2, great. Season 3, good. It's just really tough to beat that first season where Johnny and Daniel haven't seen each other in years since the tournament. And it's all the story of Johnny. I think that's why I relate. I think I like season 1 the best. I think it's about to downpour right now. I mean, it is definitely getting windy and brisk out here. Moss waving in the breeze. One thing you don't want to do with this moss is rub it on your body. Just saying. Bugs in there. Even the little awnings over here waving in the breeze. I'm gonna walk over to Starbucks. Oh, it is, it's definitely starting to precipitate a little bit now as I'm walking up to the front of the lake. You can see the raindrops falling down here along the top of Lake Reinhard there. There's the little placard. You got the crows out. Celebration Hotel. Ah, Starbucks. Like a beacon, a sight for sore eyes. Why? Because they have coffees larger than 3 ounces. Right, accomplished. We got a Venti, I think it's a Venti, whatever the largest is. VT for ADD AM, for ADD AM. Add sugar-free vanilla latte, hot. They said we haven't seen you in here in a while. So I've been in Ecuador for a couple weeks. I'll let them know about the coffee culture over there. There's not like a line of people for coffee. You order it and you wait like 5 or 10 minutes and you get like a little small. I'm exaggerating with the 3 ounces. Probably more like maybe 8 ounces would be the large, but nothing compared to this. Nothing compared to this. Earlier when I drove by, there's a lot of people sitting out here. Only a few people sitting out here now because it is coming down. Cheers. All right, now over here underneath this little awning. The view. A lot of people over here standing underneath here waiting for the storm or the condensation from the heavens to stop. Precipitation, I think that's the word I'm looking for. Oh man, this is so good. This is so tasty. Yeah, as far as Cobra Kai goes, season 1 and 2, great. The other ones are good. They're all entertaining. There's definitely been moments in each of the other seasons that have made me go, ooh, that was a nice twist. Like verbally out loud going, ooh. Even in this last season, that happened. I think they dropped this season in 3s. So this is the 3rd section, the last one. I think it's season 5, is it? Whatever the last season is. I think there's 4 or 5 episodes left. I did watch one last night after I got back from the airport. So I think I watched episode 11. So I think I got 12, 13, 14, or 15 to go through tonight. There might be a 16, but I'm not sure. And a little shout out to Late to the Party. Some friends of mine that do movie and TV reviews. I randomly saw them at an airport a few weeks ago. I don't even remember what airport it was, but I was on a connecting flight and they were on the same flight going where I was going or coming back from where I was going. We were talking about Cobra Kai and I shared my thoughts on how the first and second season were great and they seem to think that they're all great. I think they just reviewed the ending. I didn't watch their video because I didn't want to be spoiled, but I think after I finish tonight, maybe I'll go watch their reviews. Anyway, a little shout out to Late to the Party, movie and TV reviewers. Good people with good reviews. Check them out. And I moved over to one other little section. I don't know why I didn't park my golf cart a little closer to where I was. I didn't think it was going to be raining this hard. But it looks like there's a little glimmer of hope over there in the clouds. It doesn't look too dark. I'm gonna make a run for it. Over to... Woo! Coming down, coming down, coming down. There's a river. Not the Ecuador River, but it is a river. Nonetheless. Nobody eating outside for good reason. Look at this little secondary lake over here that's developing. I think this rain is bringing the cold front in. That'll be here mañana, tomorrow. Ooh, I am damp. Man. Ooh, get out of this rain. I'm also wearing my Crocs today for the first time in a while. Kind of nice to have shoes off. I didn't bring the Crocs with me on the trip. Oh, I noticed that. I was looking online. Evidently, there are some Monsters Inc. Sully Crocs that are out. If I pop in the park, maybe they'll have them. Do I need Sully Crocs? Yeah, probably not. Probably honestly don't. But they caught my eye online. A lot of changes coming to the parks too. A lot of changes as always. Again, I'm slowing down on the Disney stuff, but I'm still going to pepper in, couple a month, couple visits a month, and then obviously 2 or 3 visits a month. Let's call it that. Maybe more, but. Not going as hard on the Disney stuff as I used to with the international stuff rearing its head. At some point, I will go to Disneyland Paris. At some point, I'll go to Tokyo Disneyland and Shanghai Disneyland. But they're not really on my radar yet. They're not going anywhere. At least I don't think they are. I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they are leaving. Big puddle there. Big puddle there. Even with the inclement weather that's happening right now, I am very content to have this in my hand. Gargantuan, caffeinated, but baseball season's starting soon. Spring training's underway. Spring training games are going to be happening soon. I don't know if I'm going to go to any spring training games down in Port Charlotte, but I do want to go to a few, at least one or two or a few games at Steinbrenner Field when the Rays are playing. Just depends in between my travels with that. Why am I standing here? Let me get under this little. Let me get under here. Whew. Oh, that's better. So I bring up the baseball thing because last year on opening day, I brought the stash in, and I had the stash for a while. I grew the beard back out and then I shaved up. But that was the beginning of the stash era of 2024 of myself. I might bring the stash back when baseball kicks off for the Rays. Now, that did not help them out. Last year was their worst year in a long time. It was the first year they didn't make the postseason in like 5-6 years. So maybe the stash was a bad call. It looked kind of cool though, right? Yes, it is definitely slightly on the moist side out. Wasn't there a band called Moist? There's a song called Plowed? There was a band, maybe called Moist. Maybe I'm thinking of a different band called Plowed. Years ago when Hard Rock Cafe, before the new Hard Rock Cafe opened and had the new place that Hard Rock opened at City Walk. There used to be a Hard Rock at Universal Orlando, and they used to have bands play. They would move the tables out of the way, and they would have bands playing there. I thought that was a real dog, but it's just a little sculpture of a dog over there in the yard. The dog was wanting to hear about Moist. But me and my buddy, Jason, who started the Woovians Facebook group, which I don't have anything to do with, but started it. It's kind of come into its own over the years. There's a lot of other things that have nothing to do with these videos per se about me. But he started that one. Him and I went and saw that band, Moist, at Hard Rock. Yep, I don't know why they're honking. They don't have a stop sign. I have the stop sign. Wow. Someone stopped in the middle of the road to let me go by, but it's wet, and the person behind them slammed on their horn. Anyway, reminiscing back to the old Hard Rock days before they... Actually, one of my first videos ever, years ago, I went and showed the exterior of the abandoned Hard Rock Cafe. One of the first videos I ever uploaded on the Out of the Woo channel. Anyway, me and Jason went and saw Moist, that I think had the one hit Plowed at Hard Rock. They moved the tables out of the way. They played on the ground. This is way before they had a stage, before Hard Rock Live. We saw a bunch of bands there. Potential Frenzy was another band, local band, punk pop band from Orlando. This is back in the 90s, early 90s, 93, 94, 95, 96. Anyway, it just popped into my head. I don't know why. Because it's a little moist out. I do have a little windshield wiper on this bad boy. Or this bad girl, Mini Marge. I guess Marge could be a male name, bad boy. I call him Mini Marge. Well, I call this Mini Marge because of Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Now, I didn't look it up, but I just realized the band's name is not Moist. It's Sponge. It just hit me. Why was I calling it Moist? Quite an accumulation of water here. It just dumped down. Anyway, anytime I bring up a band and what song they play, it's probably half the time is incorrect, as I've just proven. No water in that water tower. In my opinion, there's no water in that. I think it's a fake facaded water tower. Well, the facade's real, but the inside, I am under my own personal opinion and assumption that there's no water inside there. But there's plenty of water on actually, it's stopped raining. There's plenty of water out here on the ground now. I love Publix. There's 2 Publixes here in Celebration. Only one of them I can drive my glorified golf cart to. The other one is on the one road in town I can't. I go on every road in town but one. That's the one that leads to the new Publix on the other side of town by World Drive. Before I left town, was showing that Joe's Crab Shack had closed. It's probably been closed for about a month now. They used to have the free crab tomorrow. I think it said free crab tomorrow. It was like a clever joke right there on the side. I pointed that out 20 or 30 times since I've lived here. They're taking that down. Wonder if anything will go in here or it'll just sit empty for... This is on the 192 side of Celebration. It's still technically in Celebration, but right on the cusp, no man's land of Highway 192. You got a bike shop. That's actually the bike shop over there where I bought my bike. I haven't ridden my bike in a while. Probably should get back on there. Also my scooter, I have a scooter. Haven't been on that in a while either. Not that I'm ever really home, but usually when I cruise around town I do it on the golf cart. Yep. Old Joe's Crab Shack right here. Well, it used to be, and I ate here a few times. Got some memories in this place. Eating here with friends. But not anymore. Beautiful little plants here, little flowers. Alright, gonna get some groceries. Traverse back to my place. Watch some Cobra Kai. Alright, it's coming out harder than it was earlier. There's a mailbox right there too. I never realized there was a mail drop off. Dang, it stopped when I got off. I gotta go over there to where my golf cart is at the end of the thing. So I'm pretty much a creature of habit when I'm home. I got the same kind of stuff. I got a salad. I got some chickpeas. I got some hummus. Let me show here. I got the infamous cottage cheese down in there. Chickpeas right there in the can. Mix it all together. Have some snackages. Yeah. Usually when I'm home, if I'm not eating out at the evening, at night, I'll go to Publix and kind of get the same thing when I'm home. I'm not always home, so it doesn't happen every night, but I'm a creature of habit when I'm at home. Watery speed humps. It is good to be back home. It is good to be home. I think I'm gonna make a run for it. Or a brisk walk for it. That's not my lift. Raindrops falling on my head. This would have been a good day to go to the parks too. I love the parks in the rain. But the next couple days is going to be colder. Not cold, but colder. Yeah, I didn't think this through very well. Didn't think that through very well, Adam. Oh well. I'll be home soon. I can take the wet shorts off. Sit around nude and watch Johnny Lawrence. I'm kind of enjoying today. Just really a whole nonsense kind of day. It's me driving a cart around in the rain, running some errands, getting some food, getting stoked about the ending of Cobra Kai. Man, Stranger Things final season's coming out soon too. We're not gonna have Cobra Kai anymore. We're not gonna have Stranger Things anymore after the next year. What am I gonna watch? Not that I watch a whole lot of stuff, but I watch some things. I think I probably watch way less TV and movies than the average person. If you were to poll acquaintances and friends of mine, I would say that they have probably watched 5 to 10 times more movies in the last decade and TV shows than I have. But I make some time to watch. Ooh, that's splashing me. I do make some time. Some me time to watch TV. Sometimes I watch them on planes. Sometimes I watch them at home. I have a big old TV at home that I got when I got my house a little over a year ago. I utilize that on occasion. Should I turn this on? Hold on, I think I just turned the lights on. I don't even know how to use the... There we go, let's try this. There we go, Adam. I have called myself by my own name twice today. Alright, this is going too fast. Slow that thing down. I don't need that much windshield wiper action. That used to be an Arby's. Now it's not. It was going to be something else, but I don't know if the new place is open. I might need a shower when I get home. Or I'm getting a muddy shower now splashing up on me. They also make these flap things that come down. I don't know, I kind of just like to go in guerrilla style and not have the flappy things on the side. Oh. Ran that red light. I would have if I had a little speed, a little more umph in this mini Marge, but it doesn't go that fast. Evidently, Disney still has some offices in here. Disney no longer owns Celebration. They sold it, I don't know, 15 years ago, give or take a couple years. I don't really know the exact date, but they still have, I think, the cruise lines, DVC over in here. Some people that work for the companies work in here. So there are some affiliations with Disney still in Celebration. And I point that out because I have nowhere to go while I'm sitting at this red light. I'm ready for some cottage cheese and chickpeas and salad stuff. One thing I will say about Cobra Kai, the first 2 seasons, I did get tired of hearing Daniel talk about Miyagi. So I'm glad Daniel doesn't talk about Miyagi as much. Miyagi is mentioned, but those first couple seasons, as great as they are, he was obsessed with the thoughts of Miyagi. It's time to move on, buddy. It's been a while. We got a lane closure. The lane closure started way back on the 6th. Goes to the 23rd. That's what this sign right there says. Lane closure. I have already put 627 miles on Mini Marge. I think when I got it, it only had like 5 or 10 miles on it. So I put like 620 plus miles just going around Celebration. The reality is, I probably would have been wiser to take my own car that's enclosed to go to the grocery store, get coffee, go downtown, do things like that. But where's the fun in that? I really don't try to go anywhere in town, in Celebration proper, in the Celebration bubble, with the exception of that one road. I can't go over to Island Village. I can't go to the Art Deco, McDonald's, and the 7-Eleven. That road I cannot go on because it is a speed limit of 40 or 45, and I can't go on anything that's posted 40 miles an hour or higher. Everything else in town is 35 or under. And this golf cart, my Mini Marge, goes 25. It has some kind of a buffer on it that they adjust it where you can't go faster than 25. I don't know if there's a possibility to tear that tethering buffer off, get this thing up to 88. I can paint it to look like a DeLorean, right? Put a flux capacitor in the back. Probably not. Looks like it's clearing up there. Almost home, and it's starting to clear up. It's coming down. Yeah, I put 600 plus miles just driving around the Celebration bubble. Just me in the golf cart. I have gone 600 miles just driving around the streets of Celebration. True story. That's what the odometer says. I trust the odometer. Remember when the actor that played Johnny Lawrence, Karate Kid, Cobra Kai now, was in National Lampoon's European Vacation? Yep. True story. Big Ben, Parliament. One good thing about it downpouring, it cleaned off a lot of the mud that was stuck on the side from those 620 miles that I've driven around Celebration. I have never taken this thing through a car wash. So maybe I need to take it out in the rain a little bit more. I'll take my own personal automobile through a car wash, but I haven't taken the Jimmy 2 through a car wash. You kind of got to hand wash it. And I never felt the need, but now it's clean. So you just wait till it rains. Yeah, I'm excited about baseball. I'm also excited about these leaves that are right underneath here. I've been underneath here for a while. So when I have the garage door open, sometimes the leaves blow in. Rays baseball coming up soon. Where will the Rays be playing years from now? Playing at Steinbrenner in Tampa next year. Then there's rumors that they might move. They might rebuild the Trop. It'd be nice if they came to Orlando. Hopefully, someone with a lot of money puts in an offer and the team goes over to Orlando. That'd be nice. Oh yeah, also, my international magnets are growing. Got Belize up there. Got all my Londons. Got England. I have my Ecuadors. And then I got all my other magnets from U.S. travels. My Disney magnets. Things like that. All right, I'm going to get the groceries out of the back of the golf cart. Prepare myself for some Cobra Kai. Is that all right with you? Is that all right with you, Hattie? Is that okay with you, Hatbox? I thought so. Chosen's your favorite character? Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Last night when I got home from the airport, I did watch one 39-minute episode of season 6. For some reason, I thought it was on season 5, but I guess there's been 6 seasons. So they're going to end it at 6. I watched this one. Into the Fire. Just finished that one up. And then I got to go through Rattled, Skeletons, Strike Last, and then Ex-Degenerate seems to be the last one. So this is the trailer here for Season 6, Part 3, which ends with Episode 15, Ex-Degenerate. And I won't be giving any spoilers. I'll just say if I thought each episode was good. So I got to go through 1, 2, 3, 4 more episodes to complete the series. And then I guess that's going to be it for Cobra Kai. Interesting, it says 2024, but the last 5 episodes just dropped and it's 2026. But maybe that's, I don't know. Oh, it looks like they go back to the original dojo spot. That's filmed in Atlanta. I recognize that spot right there. All right, let me make some food and get to watching. Ah, yes, a heaping pile of salad, cottage cheese, and chickpeas. Let the karate begin. Kind of miss Eagle Fang, honestly. The Eagle Fang era was fun. It was a fun era, Cobra Kai. All right, got through a couple more. Now I'm gonna chow down on some Crunch Masters. Keep snacking here and hummus. 2 more episodes to go. Wow, did not see that coming at the end of Strike Last, Season 6, Episode 14. That came out of nowhere. All right, 1 more to go. On to the last episode, Episode 15. The last few have been pretty good. They're wrapping it up pretty well. All right, on to Episode 15, the final one. All right, finished up the last episode of the last season. I got to say, really tied it together pretty well. Ended pretty well. I enjoyed it. There was a couple twists on those last couple episodes, but I like the way they tied it all together. I like the way it ended. One last thing here before I call it an evening. So I got this hat in Ecuador, a little miniature hat I got at the hat making place when I was in Ecuador. I didn't buy a full-size hat because I bought a different hat way before that I like. But I wanted to get something from the hat making place. In fact, I left the tag on it. And I put it on top of Colonel Sanders because out of all the things I have here in the corridor of goons, I could put the hat on. There's a lot of KFCs in Ecuador. So I put the Ecuadorian hat, miniature hat, on the Colonel. That's going to do it for today. See you in the next video. The vlog is over.